the main hangar bay.
Mama
We're
joins me
trucking them.
Saturdays at 7.
I told you about them two.
Always two there are, a master and an apprentice.
Go. I'll stall them long enough for you two to get a head start.
These are the boys that were brought to trial.
Hey,
The
good morning.
judge sentenced them to 3 years in prison and suspend the sentence. Suspend the sentence. They went free that very day.
Yeah, looks pretty bad. 2 of them are over here.
They may think it's twice as safe because there are 2 of them. But it isn't twice as safe. It's 10 times twice as dangerous.
There's 2 of them. One of them's got a gun. Did you pay the gas bill?
So, all 2 of them?
Oh, yeah, we have 2 of them.
The only way we're going to get those 2 to successfully mate is if they are alone together.
1 gorilla, 2 gorillas. Big deal.
Good morning. It's KCHW Morning Show. Had a little technical difficulties there. The stop button wasn't working on Zara. What's going on there, Scott?
Uh-oh. I don't know.
And for those,
you got some other technical difficulties going on, Chuck. I can't see your lovely face this morning.
oh, did I not switch this over? Yeah, we also
You didn't switch us over.
For those of you
And,
listening
I
on,
don't see us streaming on Facebook.
we are now. I was about to say for those of you
There you
listening on Facebook, we our player crashed again. So there we go. A little technical difficulty to start things off this morning, but
All
that's
right.
public radio, right?
It's nothing.
It's nothing.
And
We
we
got
know,
this.
Chuck.
You can do it!
We got it. We are streaming live. We are live on the air. We got everything going the way it's supposed to be.
All right, I'm gonna try to test you
Okay.
on the fly.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So as I'm doing weather, I need you to open up the sound card on your production computer
Mhm.
and boost that prod line a little bit. Everything coming out of the studio is real quiet today.
Okay.
So just give me a little volume there, so it comes down the line and I can hear. And while he's doing that, I am gonna deliver a little Chihuahua weather. 60 today, cloudy this morning, showers during the afternoon, winds to 10 miles an hour, and your chance of rain 40%. Shouldn't be too heavy. Now it's going to increase tonight though in the evening. Showers will continue through the night. Overnight low of 44 and an 80% chance of rain. That rain will continue into tomorrow morning. You're going to get some much needed moisture. 43% chance of rain for your Friday, 58 and 41 for your high and low. Weekend kind of staying the same, not as much rain, but cloudy skies both Saturday and Sunday. Saturday's high 61, Sunday's high 59, and a 20% chance of rain both days. More rain for Monday with a high of 58, and then it will slowly clear up a little bit during next week, but extended forecast calls for more rain next weekend. Sorry.
Oh,
Used to the gray.
oh
All right,
no.
breakfast and lunch for the kids. I see Chuck looking feverishly at the computer still.
Go ahead.
Let's see. Today it's breakfast pizza, a variety of cereal, fresh fruit juice, and your choice of milk. And then for lunch today, kind of the burrito with the bean and cheese and the chili, because you're not getting enough beans. Then top it off because you're still not getting enough beans, kids. Here's some green beans.
Is there ever such thing as too many beans?
No. All right, fresh veggies, fresh fruit, milk choice, and a little salsa to go with the chili.
Nice.
Or perhaps the burrito. Not quite sure. All right.
Alrighty. I think I got us up. Are we a little better? Can you see us a little better there?
I can't hear you a little better, no. It was like you did absolutely nothing.
Oh, really? All right then.
Yeah. Production line volume, no?
Yeah. Yep. Production out to the. Oh no! I turned up the wrong one. I think I turned you up.
You better turn that one back down. You're probably distorting all of our listeners that are listening to the audio channel. All right. You need me to log in and give you some help, Chuck?
No, actually, I turned up the in from the board into the production computer. Is that the right
All right,
one?
I still hear nothing but quietness.
Okay,
All right.
okay.
We'll leave it alone and keep going. I just might say what a lot. What?
What? Okay.
What?
Sorry, everybody.
All right. All right, we made it through weather and what the kids are eating for breakfast, lunch, few news headlines. A couple of them big deals. Today, Supreme Court will hear about Trump's presidential immunity. I read a story last night saying how his lawyers don't care how they rule because the goal of it all was to delay the classified documents case so that it wouldn't happen till after the election, and they're really happy they succeeded with at least that. So they threw a wrench in it, trying to delay things so Trump can pardon himself. And it looks like people have been shaming the Supreme Court, calling what they've done with this by putting it off and putting less important things for the country ahead of it as evil. Wow. All right. Justices wearing whether a federal law that mandates hospitals receiving federal funds provide stabilizing care supersedes Idaho's abortion law. They're looking at that. The law, which allows abortions when necessary to prevent the death of a woman, has caused confusion around a patient's case meets that threshold, about when it meets that threshold. And it's led some doctors to delay treatment, causing the death of one person. In Arizona, the state's House voted to repeal a recently reenacted 1864 ban on nearly all abortions. It's likely to pass the state Senate and get signed into law by Governor Katie Hobbs. A couple, in case you missed it, the Heat beat the Celtics 111-101 in Game 2, tying the series. More than half of Miami's shots came from behind the three-point line. Wow, more than half.
That's impressive.
It is. It's the most in any postseason game ever. Well, okay, sorry, for that team. Okay. All right. In Arizona, again, grand jury indicted 18 of Donald Trump's allies for their efforts to overturn the 2020 election, including former White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows and attorney Rudy Giuliani. The picture for this had a very unhappy picture of Giuliani.
Rudy!
No. The one that they didn't indict, which makes no sense to me, Donald Trump.
Are there any happy pictures of Rudy Giuliani? Other than when he's being mean to a small child or something?
Yeah. Well, I saw some pictures of him when he was young. He was a good-looking man. I'm wondering what happened.
Age gets us all, Scott.
Yeah.
It gets all of us. Someday it'll get you too.
Biden administration announced that airlines will now be required to automatically give cash refunds when flights are canceled or delayed. Yes.
Nice.
All right. The USDA updated its school lunch nutrition standards, putting a limit on added sugars, particularly in flavored milks like chocolate milk, and reducing sodium content in meals. That means some schools could be losing chocolate milk.
No.
Say it isn't so.
Baseball,
Dodgers face the Nationals at 4:05 Eastern on Fubo. And NBA playoffs, the Knicks play the 76ers at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on TNT. And the first round of NFL drafts begins at 8 p.m. Eastern on ABC and ESPN. The Bears will pick first.
Ooh.
All right.
Were they the last in the league last year?
I don't know.
Okay.
Is that how it works?
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
usually the last team gets the first pick in the draft.
Oh.
So
is
yeah.
that even fair?
Well, I mean, you give the worst the best chance for the next year, right?
Okay.
But have they truly earned it?
Let's see what I got here. Ukraine continues to see an international windfall following the passage of significant U.S. aid as the UK follows suit with the pledge of its single largest military aid package, over $500,000 going to Ukraine to bolster, an already $3.1 billion that's been allocated of this financial year by the UK. Funds will mainly go to producing drones, scaling up domestic defense supply chains and ammo, things like that. I don't have a total here of what America's sending, but it looks like from the news story that it passed. Mm-hmm. In science news, NASA's Mars Curiosity rover has made consistent and puzzling findings while roaming the barren surface of the planet's Gale crater. Mysterious puffs of methane gas that only appear at night and then vanish during the day, and they don't know why.
Sorry. I can't help it. I was asleep.
Here's a word from Mars.
Better out than in, I always say.
I didn't know it registered from space.
Did you see the two military horses that broke free, all covered in blood, and ran through the streets of London?
No.
Yeah, I guess there was five of them, and they were military horses going through some training, and they bucked off the riders and broke out of their stable and headed right into downtown London, covered in blood, and ran through the streets. It was bizarre. like a zombie apocalypse, kind of bizarre.
Why were they covered in blood?
I guess they hurt themselves getting out of the pen, but my question is, what were they doing to the horses that made them all one out?
Yeah.
That's not a typical thing to happen. And they even had their saddles on them and stuff. You could tell they bucked off their riders. Is it wrong to laugh at that? All right.
Depends on the situation.
All right. So here's I'm going to do my Trump thing for today. It's very embarrassing.
Okay.
Donald Trump hasn't set foot in the White House since leaving office more than 3 years ago, but it didn't stop him from pretending it's still his residence this week when he offered a visitor a key to the White House.
What?
Yeah, Trump gave the baffling gift to former Japanese Prime Minister Taro Aso, who visited him at Trump Tower in New York on Tuesday after the former president finished up his day in court in the Stormy Daniels hush money case. Also, he has a history. This is for Aso, okay? He also has a history of praising Nazis and Adolf Hitler, yet Trump called it a great honor to meet him. Then he handed Aso a ceremonial key to the White House. Washington Post reported that Trump was fond of giving away ceremonial keys while he was president, telling Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu that he could use it to gain entry basically forever. Trump said, even when I'm not president anymore, you can walk up to the front gate of the White House and present it, and they'll let you in.
So is this like an actual key or a ceremonial type key that he had left over?
I guess he has a whole pocket full of ceremonial keys because he likes left over because he likes to hand them out. Maybe even had his own made with his name on it, probably.
Ooh, probably coated in fake gold.
Yeah.
Wow.
Trump's critics let loose on X. Some of these posts are pretty funny. And one, it's a picture of him and the former Prime Minister of Japan holding the giant key. And it says, how embarrassing that Trump still plays president. So cringy. Another person posted, very weird that this criminal pretends to be president. It would be far more fitting for him to start giving out honorary keys to a prison cell.
Visiting time is at 3.
Yes. Jeff posted, everything with this guy is a shell game. Everything. There's no key to the White House. It's not a thingy.
Wow. No.
I like that he told people they could get anytime. Just show the key. Show the key. You can get in.
No.
You too, Chuck.
No, that. Oh, you're a friend at Donald's? Sorry, you're off the list, buddy.
Somebody else posted, always the biggest clown.
Yeah.
Let's see. Not sure what gives him the right to do this. Probably Citizen Trump once again pretending to be president. And then somebody else posted, Pappy posted, was this the one of the stolen items he refused to return?
It's like when you leave a job and don't bring the keys back when you quit.
Yeah. Army veteran that's serving in Ukraine posted, did anyone count the silver and gold at the White House upon his departure? Those are minor lifts compared to those nuclear secret documents.
Wow.
Let's see if I can find another good one here. Perhaps a guy that's so demented that he thinks he's still president should be president again.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's just make the guy president again. Ugh.
Yeah.
I think we should just.
right.
I know this has gone around a little bit. I think we should just not elect a president. We'll be single. We'll explore ourselves a little bit. Just take some time off alone and be alone for a little while.
I think that'd be a good idea.
Yeah.
I feel like it would.
Yeah.
Taking a break. We haven't had good luck for a while, so we should take a break from presidents.
Let's just not have one.
All right. Cybertruck this is the Tesla Cybertruck has seemed destined to flop since its conception, from the early ever extended release date to Elon Musk smashing the armor glass window while demonstrating the vehicle's strength. It's been an endless tale of Cybertruck fails, but what started as trivial has now become a dangerous issue. Due to a defect with the truck's accelerator pedal, thousands of vehicles have now been recalled, marking a painful blow to Tesla's stock and credibility. This isn't even the first product recall in recent months, as in February, Tesla was forced to recall all of its cars over a dangerous font mishap. With the Cybertruck's mounting issues, it started to look like the beginning of the end of the Cybertruck. According to a report by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, the faulty acceleration was the result of an unapproved lubricant,
Wow.
causing the pedal to slip, keeping it stuck at full speed.
Wow. Full speed. That is crazy.
And this is partially an opinion piece. He says now 3,878 happy Cybertruck customers will have the delight of lugging their potential death traps to the closest dealership.
I mean, they looked from the very beginning like you ask a toddler to draw a truck. That's kind of what they look like from the beginning. And then man, they've had nothing but problems since the beginning. And what are they, like $250,000 or something insane?
Yeah. Doesn't Musk kind of act like a toddler though?
Well, I mean, yeah, that's true, and he did design it. Wow.
New York probably finally passed some laws that are going to stop squatters. They removed that term and other terms close to that from laws regarding what constitutes a tenant. So homeowners that rent their homes in New York very, very happy today.
Right. Oh, I can imagine.
All right.
And
one thing here I'll just end with talking about Americans, where we're keeping most of our savings. Where do you keep your savings, Chuck? You keep it in a sock, in a jar, buried in the backyard?
I've got a quarter in my pocket. Does that count?
No.
I found it on the ground yesterday.
It said that we're hitting another point where American savings accounts are very, very low, and that we are keeping, because we're money tight, we're keeping our money in savings accounts, which have horrible interest rates.
Mm-hmm.
And basically the story is saying if that's what you're doing, you're making a big mistake. Put your savings somewhere else. Of course, if you put it in a CD, you might not be able to touch it right away, and that's kind of a stinker. But,
yeah, usually when you need it like now.
oh.
Yeah.
And one last story. I don't have all the specifics on it, but apparently the homeless in Vegas have learned that there's spaces underneath the city they can access to live. Tunnels beneath Vegas. And a picture online showing a guy crawling out of a manhole.
Wow. I've seen that before, where there's like a little crack underneath the sidewalk or something, and somebody will slip through it, and they go down there, and I saw one video, I think it was somewhere in New York or something, where the guy actually had a really nice setup under there. Like it looked nicer than half the apartments in New York City.
Wow.
And he had furniture, and he had little solar panels and his TV set up and a bed, and it was, he could cook and make food. It was actually set up like a nice little B&B.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
Sort of.
No, not really.
All right. Let's get into the community calendar before we head for bits and breaks this morning. We'll give Chuck here a chance in a second to update what's going on with Wheels Got Talent.
Yeah.
Food Bank today, 10 to 2. Line dancing, 2:30 to 4:30. Also from 3 to 5, Ted is putting on a workshop series called Starting a New Business. All right, you find all these events on the Chamber of Commerce calendar with links to more information as well. Tri-County Economic Development District Business Explorer Workshop, starting a business through a grant from the Washington State Micro Enterprise Association. Tri-County Economic Development District is presenting a series of workshops dedicated to helping small businesses. Ted's new Business Explorer series will feature a variety of topics, including starting a business, marketing techniques, and more. As I said, 3 to 5 today.
And does it say who is actually going to be there from Ted?
I did not know on that little blurb that pops up
Okay.
when you hover. It didn't say. Are you looking for Brandon?
I was looking for maybe Brandon or Shelley or somebody that we know here. So
Sure, it's somebody we know.
yeah.
All right. Tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock, Chewio Chamber of Commerce meeting, adult pickleball at 9, and then at 5 o'clock tomorrow night, and I'm guessing this is back at the Center for the Arts, auditions for A Midsummer Night's Dream. And this is going to be a remake of the Shakespearean classic, and this one you said is going to be done with the pretext of happening in the South with all Southern accent.
Yes, the original play was set in Athens, Greece. This one, Athens, Georgia. And those auditions, that is day 3 of the auditions tomorrow night. The auditions are tonight and tomorrow night. from 5 to
okay.
7. And this is going to be the first of the Shakespeare in the Park series.
Very cool.
Yeah,
And a little
yeah.
different, too. I like that.
Yeah, I love it.
All right.
It's exciting. And we had
Now, Saturday, I'm going to have you give the full lowdown on what's
Okay.
happening with Wheels Got Talent. But Saturday, 9 to 4, Gold Hill Work Party again. And Chuck, with Wheels Got Talent auditions, this will be your last chance to get
Yep.
into Wheels Got Talent before the show on May 11th. What's happening, Chuck?
We are having open auditions from 10 a.m. It says till 8 a.m. on the calendar, but we're not going to go that late. We're going to try to get our volunteers and judges out of here by 4 p.m. at the latest. If you weren't able to make it last week, we had some great people auditioning. We've decided to go ahead and open those auditions up throughout the week to get the forms to sign up. You can come in on Saturday anytime during the day during that period, and we'll have those forms available if you haven't been able to get them online and fill them out. But yeah, come on by. We got plenty of spots open. Auditions again are from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturday. So stop on by. We want to see what you got. And Scott, we still don't have a magician.
Oh,
So,
so anybody
yeah.
know any magic tricks? All
Yeah.
right.
So if you're out there, we want it. We want to see you. So
Okay.
looking forward to see who shows up. We've got a few people signed up for Saturday. Yeah, it's gonna be a good show. It's gonna be a good show. We had some folks that came last weekend that were really, really pretty great. So
All right.
yeah.
So the waiver and contact information, it's all on our website at kchw.org or northernlightspublicradio.com. We also have tickets and forms at chawheelsgottalent.com. And if that's just too many websites, it gets confusing. It confuses me. You can just go to the website and the links will get you to everywhere you need to go. We also even put them on this Facebook page we're broadcasting on this morning.
Yep.
So they are there as well as links to the waivers, links to buy your tickets for the show on May 11th. What time is that show on May 11th?
The show at May 11th is from 6 to 8 p.m.
Oh, going to be
6
fun.
yeah,
Trio
6 to
Center
8
for the
p.m.
Arts.
And we're gonna they're gonna have the usual concessions and beer and wine and yeah, it's gonna be a good time. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay. All right. Excellent. And we move on to bits and breaks. I'm going to do the killer quotes, Chuck, and let you do this morning's joke.
Alrighty.
Because I've been talking way too much. Adulting, these are killer quotes. First one is unknown. Adulting is hard. People are overrated. Just get a dog. Or as I like to say, get another cat.
Or another dog.
Or another dog like Chuck. This one from Jane Fonda. No is a complete sentence.
I've been trying to learn that one myself lately.
You have to learn how to say no in your job.
Oh yeah, just in general in life, because there's all the cool things, and people ask you to do the cool things, and you want to do the cool thing, but I'm already doing 10 other cool things.
So excited today. You're doing way too much, but the best thing you've done is take my stalker.
That application period has closed. The position has been filled.
It has been filled.
Well, the church store called, and they're running out of you.
My suggestion is the entire town, since we're not the only ones that person harasses.
Yeah.
The entire town should just get a restraining order against them.
That's right. You know what? Not worth my time.
All right.
Like I like to say, and you are
Who?
who?
And why should we care what you think? Why? Okay. One more.
Okay.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
Oh,
He also has the name of a guy problem. All right. Quick joke, Chuck. Deliver
Okay.
it.
So Willie runs in and tells his mother, "You better come out. I've just knocked over the ladder at the side of the house." His mother says, "I'm busy. Go tell your father." Willie says, "Mom, he already knows. He's hanging from the roof." Oh. That's got. Can you hear me better? Is my volume a little better?
No, sir.
No. Oh man, I
No.
turned it up from like 20 to 40.
No.
Oh.
All right. I'll look at it during
Okay.
the break.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Your quick joke? Yo, you just did it.
I
So
just
we
did
got
it.
weird job interview mistakes. So hiring managers were asked to share their most unusual job candidate mistakes. I picked this one because I have a friend today that's going for a big job interview that he really wants.
Mhm.
So this is for him. I know he's listening. Whenever the interview asked the candidate why he wanted to work for the company, he replied, "Because I like the girl who works at the front desk,"
Oh.
which is enough reason for me. Candidate turned on their phone to play the song "I Feel Good" during the interview.
Hey, you know what? There's the James Brown rule or the James Brown effect. Anytime you're at a party or anything, you put on a little James Brown. If there's a lull and it always brings everything back up, I wonder if the same applies for a job interview.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Candidate performed a magic trick for the interviewer.
That would do it for me.
You're hired. You're entertaining. A candidate showed up for the wrong job interview with the wrong company, but got into the room. Candidate gave the interviewer the impression that she had murdered her husband.
What?
Candidate told the interviewer, "I don't have any particular ambitions for advancement as long as I'm paid a lot more in 5 years."
Wow.
Candidate told the interviewer that he would not be able to travel for work when his favorite baseball team was playing home games. You know, you gotta have your boundaries.
You do, and you gotta make sure your future employer understands you have your priorities set.
That's right.
Yep.
Last one. Candidate tried to hook up with the interviewer.
Hey, what are you doing Friday night?
All right. Weather is nice enough in Chihuahua to barbecue, and Chuck is here with this year's new barbecue rules.
Oh, yeah. So we're about to enter the barbecue season. So these are some memory refreshers on the etiquette of outdoor cooking.
Okay.
So the woman buys the food. What? The woman makes a salad, prepares the veggies, and makes dessert. The woman prepares the meat for cooking, places it on the tray along with the necessary cooking utensils and sauces, and takes it to the man who's lounging beside the grill, beer in hand. Now, Scott, here's the important part, okay?
Okay.
The man places the meat on the grill, while the woman goes inside to organize the plates and the cutlery. The woman comes out to tell the man the meat's burning. He thanks her and asks if she'll bring another beer while he deals with the situation.
Ooh.
Next important fact here, Scott, that we need to take note of. The man takes the meat off the grill and hands it to the woman. Okay? Yeah. She then prepares the plate, salad, bread, utensils, napkins, sauces, and brings them to the table. Then after eating, the woman clears the table, does the dishes. Most important of all, everyone praises the man and thanks him for his cooking efforts.
Huh.
And the man asks the woman how she enjoyed her night off.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
I barbecue.
Wow.
Every night. Give her a break. I don't think she should have to cook all the time, so I do all the barbecuing. All right. This one's kind of fun. Things we've learned from movies. This could be kind of close to the barbecue thing. All right. All grocery shopping bags contain at least one stick of French bread. It's true. Anytime you see somebody walking down a sidewalk in a movie, they have a can of French bread.
Yep.
All right. Once applied, lipstick will never rub off, even while scuba diving.
Especially while scuba diving. Yeah.
The ventilation system of any building is the perfect hiding space. Unless your belly is Scott-sized.
I think it was Mythbusters or somebody did something about that. And the average ventilation system, for one, is not large enough for a human being to crawl through. And for two, would never, ever support the weight of a human being in the ceiling. So.
What if it's a really light human being?
I'm just saying.
What if it was a kid?
You can send your toddler in there.
Yeah. Find your way out or the money. All right. If your town is threatened by an imminent natural disaster or a killer beast, the mayor's first concern will be tourism.
We got to get the tourism industry back up. See?
That's right.
Yeah.
Do you realize it's tourist season? Who cares about sharks? Kitchens don't have light switches. When entering a kitchen at night, you should open the fridge door and use that light instead.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Don't ever turn the lights on if you hear a disturbing noise in the middle of the night. Yeah.
Police chief will always suspend his top detective or give him 48 hours to finish the job.
Yeah. Yeah, you always got to make sure you get that job finished before you take your administrative leave.
All right. No matter how dire the situation, the hero's hair and Chuck's hair will always remain perfectly styled and intact.
My hair, no matter the situation, Scott, is always styled exactly the same.
Nice.
Yeah, it never gets messed up. It's kind of nice.
All right.
Yep.
I'm willing to transplant some for a fee. I got lots of it right here.
You just mail it to me, Scott, and I'll do it myself.
Okay.
I get the DIY transplant kit.
When someone is being chased through a forest, they will inevitably trip and fall at least once.
Always.
But that also happens in real life. I've seen it.
You know, I've seen it too. It's crazy. I've seen people like running from animals or just running in general, just goofing around, and people trip a lot in the woods.
Well, the problem is they turn around just like in a horror movie. They turn around to look,
Yeah,
and then they trip. It's hilarious that it happens in real life. I find it amusing.
I have seen it as well, and I remember even stopping and pointing and laughing, and be like, "Oh my goodness, you're like a horror movie. You just fell." Yeah.
Every computer can be hacked in seconds with just a few keystrokes, and the hacker will always say, "I'm in," upon success.
Yep. Always.
Same thing Chuck does when he's starting the morning show.
I'm in. I've got this. Yeah.
Whoops! I forgot to press the last button.
Well, today it was crashing software, so I'm not going to take credit for that one.
I like this one. During a car chase, fruit stands and glass windows are the most common casualties.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Aliens, no matter how advanced their civilization, will always have a single fatal weakness that humans can exploit.
Right? Like, what was it? The one that was water. Aliens came to a planet that's 75% water and didn't think that maybe water can kill them. There's quite a plot hole there.
Yeah. Any person waking up from a nightmare will sit bolt upright and pant heavily.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's the way I wake up every morning.
Yeah, that's just a Tuesday.
During a shootout, the hero never runs out of bullets until the most dramatic moment, at which point they'll discover their gun is empty. Click, click. A car that has been chased, shot at, or otherwise damaged will inevitably explode upon impact with any object, even a corn kernel.
Yeah, big explosion. There's a couple here that I didn't see, Scott. Any a DNA analysis can be returned within the hour.
Oh yeah, real fast.
Yeah, really fast. And any investigation scene, as far as any kind of forensic evidence, any of that kind of stuff, takes place during the course of a 1 to 2 minute song.
Oh,
yeah,
that's true too.
Yeah.
And in a movie, anybody that violates a gag order goes to jail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's so unrealistic.
All right, things we want that money can't buy with Chuck Ritchie.
Yeah, so 84% of adults polled think Americans worship money. When asked what they wanted, when they asked what if they was wanted, geez, this is worded weird. I'm sorry. When asked what it was they wanted that money couldn't buy, here are the results.
Okay.
Number 1 is happiness.
You make that yourself, don't you?
I know, right? But I don't. There's times when money can relieve stress, and relieving stress can definitely lead to some form of happiness. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Money can't directly buy it.
Kind of can buy happiness, is what you're saying.
I think it can. I think it can. Number 2 is freedom. I would argue that money could probably buy. Well, it depends on the type of freedom we're talking about here. Financial freedom, yes. Love, definitely no. Can't buy love. Peace, tranquility, and
sure. Because I put in for a loan.
That's not love, Scott.
And they said, "What are you going to do? Open a business?" And I said, "No, I'm going to find love."
Oh, did you get approved?
I don't know. I'm still waiting.
Did it make it through the underwriters?
I think so.
Okay. Well, there you go. Just waiting for that call.
Yep. Just waiting.
Peace, tranquility, and economic and social justice for all. Okay.
No, money can't buy that.
No. Clean. Well, yeah. Obviously, look at the people that have the money, and they're the ones keeping a lot of that from happening.
They are the ones. The rich people are what keep peace, tranquility, and economic and social justice from happening. Pretty
much. I like to think of them like dragons hoarding their wealth. They just take it out of society and they sit and they hoard on it.
Yeah. This is what happens when you touch a 1%er's money.
Get out of my cave.
Yeah.
It can't buy clean water, fresh air, and an unobstructed horizon. Well, it can buy a bulldozer, which can give you an unobstructed horizon. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Maybe a little more inventive.
Right? It won't give you time to do the things we really want to do. Prayer, family, reading, needlework, gardening, and all the things that make life joyful. Well,
Wait a minute.
I'm just gonna call BS on that one because because
Okay,
money.
family, and maybe gardening to a point. Okay.
But money can keep you from having to have a job, which can allow you the time to do all of those things.
Ah.
So money can absolutely buy you time to do your hobbies. Yeah.
I don't know about that, Chuck. Not if we're working that 40-hour week.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. If you don't have to work a 40-hour week, you don't have to. If you have the money to not have to work, you can definitely enjoy your hobbies and spend more time with your family.
That's true.
Just saying.
That's true.
Just saying. You cannot rekindle a long lost friendship.
What?
Although I would imagine if you put it out there that you have a lot of money, you're going to get a lot of people you haven't seen in a very long time coming out to say hi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, money babe?
Hey, I know we haven't talked in a long time, but I'm a little short this month. It can't buy a world where children can grow up feeling safe. That is true.
That is true.
It can't buy you the courage to say what I feel and what needs to be said.
Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh. It can't buy peace of mind, and it can't be what is it? So people want
Can't
it
be
to be
used to
it
get
can't-
yourself surrounded by family and friends?
Yeah, it can't be used to be surrounded by family and friends. Which again, yeah, probably can be. You could buy them plane tickets, and they could come and see you, and you could take time off your job to spend time with them if you had money. I'm just saying.
All right. Next on the show, an in-depth analysis of milk duds. You ever examined a milk dud?
Only when they get stuck in my teeth.
All right.
Which they do.
This story starts off with my wife and I'll use girlfriend. We're at the store. At the checkout, she grabbed a box of milk duds. That happened like every time we went to the store. I hadn't had milk duds in probably 10 years, and it tasted pretty good. As I looked at the box, I thought to myself, could a company launch a product today with the word dud in it and be taken seriously? So questions for you, Chuck.
Yep.
Would you buy a smartphone called the iDud?
Probably not. Probably not.
But isn't that what they really are?
Yeah, they're kind of, hey, here's this great expensive $1,200 phone with 10-year-old technology. Yay. Yeah. Okay.
We did that in stereo.
I know, right?
Hey, Chuck, would you tune in to watch a group of women chatting around a table if the show was called The Dud?
Actually, maybe. I just might. No, I wouldn't.
I think the words The View and The Dud are interchangeable. Would one of the best-selling cars in the world be best-selling if it were called the Toyota Dud?
I don't know, but I bet you if there were a Toyota dude, it would probably be a pretty good seller.
All right. Who would you vote for, Donald Dud or Joe Dud?
You know, those are already our choices, Scott.
Yes. And what's the one true thing about that statement?
The dud part?
Yeah, they're both duds.
They definitely are. Wow.
Would your neighbor be cool if he was riding a Dud Davidson motorcycle?
It's got a nice ring to it.
Dud Davidson. I might change my radio name. Huh.
Dud Davidson.
Would you wash your hands with would you wash your duds in Dud laundry detergent?
Absolutely.
And would you wash your hair with an herbal dud?
That seems like that feels like it would be sticky.
Oh,
yeah. Nothing like some good caramel in your hair to get your day going. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to let Chuck do this next one because he's got way more girls pregnant than I have. Things that pregnant women.
Wow.
Snuck that one in, didn't I?
Wow.
All right. Actually, I think we both did it twice.
As far as I know, only one for me.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, because you got twins.
Yeah.
All right, once. All right, mommy blog polled readers about the smells they couldn't stand when they were pregnant. Here's Chuck with a list of things women can't stand to smell when they're pregnant.
Yes. Number one on the list, or these aren't numbered, but top on the list here is chicken.
Okay.
Understandable. The fridge in general, I can see that. Sometimes that gets me. Sub sandwiches. Bad breath, of course. Slim Jims. Actually, when my wife was pregnant, she craved Slim Jims.
I think they're kind of smelly.
Yeah.
Better out than in, I always say.
Slim Jims and V8. Yeah. Yeah. Slim Jims in the V8 as a stir stick.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then after the pregnancy, we just added vodka. It was a Bloody Mary. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Bloody Mary with Slim Jims.
Oh, yeah. Slim Jims and a cheeseburger on a skewer. That's the way to do it.
Okay.
So next one here is bacon. We have actually made bacon straws and used them as straws for our Bloody Marys. There's that. You can do that. Yep.
Okay.
Raw meat.
I could get that if you were pregnant.
Yep,
The smell of that. Yeah.
Coffee. I could never imagine coffee smelling bad under any circumstance. Yep.
No.
This one's understandable, especially if it's hot. The car.
Ooh.
Yep.
If you've seen the inside of my car, you know why it smells.
The deli.
Okay.
Menthol. Fast food. And bananas. Bananas are a pretty potent thing there. Perfume. That gets me generally anyway too. Sometimes it gives me headaches. People walk by, they get too much perfume. It's like boop, instant headache. Mint. Yeah. Pizza.
No.
Yeah.
Say it ain't true.
No. I understand. Sometimes pizza can smell like I'm just gonna say it. Sometimes it can smell like vomit.
Okay.
It just can. I've experienced it. Hand sanitizer, caramels. I wonder if Milk Duds are included in that. Probably.
I would think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dog food, understandable, and red meat.
All right. Although I don't know if Milk Duds have a smell. It's not like you open the box and go, fresh Milk Duds.
Right. I think it's that candy coating us. It locks in the goodness.
Huh. And the one thing you forgot, according to both my ex-wives, was me.
Oh.
Ow. Yes, things they can't stand to smell when they're pregnant.
Wow. So Scott is probably midway on the list.
All right. These are things a grown man should never have, and I'm curious if I have any of them. Okay.
Okay.
A witty email signature.
No, I don't think so.
An empty refrigerator. Video game thumb.
A video game thumb. Maybe.
A keychain with a bottle opener. Oh.
What if you have a keychain with a bottle opener, but you don't even drink beer?
So that's what I have.
Yeah.
And I have the bottle opener because my hands are in such bad shape. I literally cannot pop the tab on a soft drink, and I'm allergic to beer, so I don't use them for beer.
Yeah.
So I have that bottle opener in case I am out and about and I need to open a bottle and I'm thirsty because I can't do it with my hands.
I have one on my keychain, but it was one my kid gave me for Christmas. So yeah.
So that's acceptable. Totally.
I'm going to have it on my keychain. Yep.
Ever. All right. A lucky shirt. No grown man should ever have a lucky shirt. What's wrong with a lucky shirt?
Especially if you're bowling, you got to have that lucky, or watching your favorite team play a sport.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
And this is me. I've got two, an unstamped passport.
Wow.
And once again, I'm only 70 miles from Canada.
Right?
And I still haven't got my passport stamped. I'm going to do it this summer, though. I'm going to Canada just because I'm afraid to fly anywhere else.
I need
all those Max 737s.
Mine expired. I need to get a new one. And it expired without any stamps on it.
So I got my first one because I won. I sold the most homes. and I won a trip to Mexico.
Oh,
Right. I was selling mobile homes, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah,
Sold the most homes, so I got a all expense paid trip to Mexico, and they'd put all these cool things in the package, 4-wheeling through the jungle and coming out at the pyramids, and swimming with dolphins and all this stuff. And a week before I was going to leave, President Obama came out and said, "Swine flu, you can't go anywhere."
Oh,
you can't go to
no.
Mexico. Yeah. And so I missed that one. Never got the passport stamped. Quit that job, and now I have another one because I was going to leave the country, and that fell through. So I know many people would like me to leave the country, but unfortunately for you, I can broadcast from anywhere. Just saying.
I can think of a few people I'd like to leave the country.
Oh man, I'm qualifying for too many of these things. A grown man should never have. Let's see, am I up to 2? I got the bottle game. I got a lucky shirt, so there's 3. I got the 2. There's an unstamped passport. There's 3. Here comes number 4. Less than $20 in his wallet. I have 8.
I've got a quarter in my pocket.
That's right. All right. Worst sad excuses for grown men.
Yeah.
Cargo shorts unless you're hiking. Okay.
You could,
Or carrying a baby bottle or a baby.
yeah. I finally a couple years ago, after I lost the weight, hung up my cargo shorts for good, Scott.
Oh.
I'm done with them. I used to say you can take my cargo shorts for my dead cold body, but then I've since realized that they do kind of look ridiculous. But I don't care.
Right.
That's the thing. I don't like. Who cares if you wear cargo shorts?
That's
I don't
right.
care. Like I've
Whoever
never
made
looked.
this list too uptight.
I know the cargo short thing is a thing though. Like, are there people actually walking around? Oh my goodness, you're wearing cargo shorts, you loser! I don't think anybody
And
cares.
sandals with socks.
That one though, I don't know. That one's step over the line, Scott.
No. What if you got ugly feet and you want to hide them?
Especially, what if you have socks and like flip flops where the thing goes between your toes and you're wearing socks?
But maybe you cut a little hole in the socks.
Oh, there you go.
You're not thinking this through.
Good point, Scott. You got to
All
plan ahead.
More things grown men shouldn't do. The need to add movie quotes to a conversation. Oh my, there goes 5.
When you're telling these little stories, here's a good idea. Have a point. It makes it so much more interesting for the listener.
There's that would take away like 80% of my conversation, Scott.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm really up to 5 of these no grown man should ever have. All right. A miniature hoop in the house. A driveway hoop is fine, but a miniature hoop in the house. I don't have a basketball hoop in the house. Woo!
Does it count if it's like one of those desktop trash bins?
If you're using it like a hoop, I'd say it counts.
Okay.
All right. Code words for ugly women are actually code words for anything. Shouldn't do those if you're a grown man.
No, that one I kind of agree. Well, yeah, especially for ugly women, that's just wrong.
All right. A secret handshake.
I don't see a problem with that.
And I'm going to qualify for 6 with the last one. Drinking glasses with logos. Come on. My drinking glasses don't even match.
Right? You can take
Way too often.
You can take my 1988 Olympic Mickey Mouse McDonald's collectible cups from my cold dead hands. Actually, I don't have those, but I remember there was something about the Mickey Mouse Olympics McDonald's glasses back in the day. But if I had those, I would have them. If I could find some, I'd buy them.
So as a guy, maybe you shouldn't have movie trinkets and stuff, but I do have a Yoda poster. It's a sketch, actually done by hand. And then I have a poster from the planet Endor. And it's okay because I got them from another grown man, Brandon Hansen.
There you go.
His wife made him grow up. It didn't work out, though. We were face chatting the other day, and guess what Brandon had in his home behind him during the face chat?
Star Wars Legos?
Star Wars everything behind him. I was like, how come I didn't get that in the care package? I got your other Star Wars stuff. What about the cool one? So apparently he kept all the cool Star Wars stuff for himself.
I think either that or he puts it in his office at work, I think. Yeah.
It could. Oh,
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
Well, there-
I,
yeah, that's right, because you can be as childlike as you want at work.
right.
Yeah.
I don't know how to tell you this, Scott. You might want to get the soundbite ready because I am kind of a big deal. I
Really?
have the belt that the Murphy wore in, I believe, season 2 of Z Nation, season 2 or 3. Yeah,
I don't know how to put
just
this,
saying.
but I'm kind of a big deal.
That's all right, Chuck. I had the zombie truck.
You did.
So, yeah. Beat that.
Well,
right.
yours is more valuable and a lot more functional. Mine is a cheap second store belt that was from the prop department, from the costume department. But mine made more appearances in the show, Scott.
Yes, I think I was only in one my truck was only in one episode.
But it was a great episode.
But it was a great episode.
It was.
All right, let's give Chuck. We're almost to break, but we got a couple minutes yet. That means giving Chuck a chance to make another clean sweep of trivia.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. I want to have them answered immediately.
Who dares enter the sacred and awesome presence of the everlasting know-it-all?
Also known as Chuck Ritchie.
I still can't believe I got all those right. I've never. I think that's the first time since what? How long have we been doing this together? 2018.
It was amazing because I just kept going and going because you just kept until we couldn't go any further because of time because you kept getting them all right.
Mind blown, Scott.
Right. All right. Let's see. First one. Every day, just over 500,000 of these are sold worldwide. Oh, this is too vague, so I'm gonna give you. It's at McDonald's, and it's for breakfast. What is it?
Oh, those hash brown patties.
Oh.
Oh, I get one wrong right off
That's
the
more
bat.
of a side. We're looking for the main entree. Every day, just 500,000 of these are sold at McDonald's for breakfast.
Is it it's the Egg McMuffin?
It is the Egg McMuffin.
Yay.
So I gave him a little break. Come
Yeah.
on.
I like the sausage Egg McMuffin. Those are good.
Bacon, egg, cheese biscuit. Total favorite.
Why is it still as an adult? It's so bad, but yet so good. Yeah.
In a poll of expectant moms, what food ranked as the most craved? Wow, this is going to be a tough one, Chuck. I'll give you a hint if you ask me a question.
Is it sweet or savory?
I'm going to say savory and crunchy.
Is it a pickle?
It is not.
Oh, it's not.
It's a combination of things all on a plate. And you eat it with your...
Oh, looks like we lost internet. I'm going to go with maybe like a charcuterie tray. Oh, we just lost Scott's feed. Oh, hello, you back? We lost you there for a second,
Hey!
Scott. Your internet connection was unstable, or ours was. I'm not sure. So,
okay, I'm unstable. All right, so last
breaking
hint I
news,
gave you
everybody.
It's all on a plate.
Okay.
There's a bunch of other stuff mixed with it, and it's crunchy.
Is it a charcuterie tray?
I don't even know what that is, Chuck.
Like a meat and cheese tray, like with crackers and cheese.
No, looking for nachos.
Nachos.
These are not your nachos.
Oh,
85% of men don't use this clothing feature. It's the easy one. Think about guy stuff. 85% of men don't use this clothing feature. This clothing is for them.
The hammer loop in their carpenter pants.
No, we all use that, Chuck.
Oh, okay.
Any guy who's had on carpenter pants and has a hammer is gonna try that.
That's true.
All right.
I'm gonna say the hanging tab on the back of a jacket or a shirt.
Nope. Looking for the slit in your underwear.
Oh yeah.
They're making them now without it because there's such a history of guys never using it.
I've never understood the point of it. I mean, are there people that use that?
I don't know, but does it confuse somebody who's looking for it when it doesn't have one?
How am I supposed to go to the bathroom?
I'm just gonna go right here.
They're standing there in a panic, doing a potty dance, trying to figure out what to do.
All right. I'm going to give you a giant list of celebrities, and you have to tell me what they all have in common.
Okay.
Liam Hemsworth, Luke Wilson, Charlie Sheen, Ashley Olsen, Jake Gyllenhaal, Ben Affleck, Donnie Wahlberg.
Oh, they've all played superheroes.
Luke Wilson.
No.
No.
Oh, they're all the siblings of more famous celebrities.
Yeah, siblings.
Yeah.
We'll give you that. See, sometimes answering too quickly can get you in trouble.
Yep. Did you say Luke Helmsworth in there? Because that would have been a dead giveaway.
Liam. Hemsworth.
Liam. Oh, Luke is Luke.
did.
Luke was. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Right.
See, I get it mixed up.
I don't think there's so many Hemsworth, but I don't think there's a Luke. Is there?
There
might be.
Isn't Luke Hemsworth? I don't know.
Yeah.
Doesn't
matter.
Or you could have said what's her name? Noah Cyrus or one of the other Cyrus kids.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's see here. The average one of these runs 6 hours and 47 minutes a day. It's a piece of electronics in your house.
6 hours and something a day.
Yeah.
I'm going to say your television.
It is your television.
Okay.
Good job. All right. What body part is most commonly bitten by insects?
Your neck.
The foot.
The foot. Okay. The foot.
Huh. You'd think it'd be someplace that's uncovered.
Yeah, I like to keep my feet covered.
It's
at all
different
times.
for plumbers. Give me a round of applause, please. Thank you. Ask a plumber where they get bitten at most.
as a former plumber can confirm, Scott. And sometimes it's by the client's dog.
I have the same problem just because I look like a plumber. All right. I'll give you a fact. You tell me if the number I give is too high or too low. Okay. An ant can lift 12 times its own weight. Too high, too low?
That is too low. It is 50 times.
How did you know that?
Because actually it was a trivia question yesterday with Sharon. Not that question, but a different question using the same information.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
71% of us cuddle our pillow. High or low?
I'm gonna say that's high.
It is. It's only 16.
Really? I would have thought it was higher than that. Okay.
A dime has 304 ridges around the edge. High or low?
Oh, that's high. It can't have that
That's
many,
right.
can it? Yeah.
118, which seems like a lot too.
Yeah, it does.
2% of us have claimed to have seen a ghost. Is that high or low?
I'm going to say that is low.
Low. I'm going to say it's low. 2% of it is low. The average is 10%.
Okay. That still
Have you seen a ghost? Are you in the 10%?
You know, I am not a big believer in supernatural stuff or anything like that, but I have. I have like undisputably. I have, yeah.
I saw the Grim Reaper.
I saw it was a little girl named Emily who passed away in the 50s at a place I worked at, and myself, I had multiple encounters with her, and almost everybody that worked there also had encounters with Emily.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow. I saw a ghost once on Halloween. Turned out to be a guy in a sheet.
Yeah.
And that man was Chuck Ritchie. All right, when we come back, no more stupid stuff. Well,
that's pretty much what we do.
Yeah. Okay, lots of stupid stuff when we come back, as well as local birthdays and the odd news. Please stay right here on Northern Lights Public Radio. We are KCHW 102.7.
Who's your daddy? Come on, you know who your daddy is. Who's your daddy? Tell him who his daddy is.
I'm your daddy.
No, I am your father.
Silent breeding people!
John the juggler. I've never really known a man like him. He can keep 10 girls in the air at once and make each one happy.
It's 8:22.
Programming on KCHW is made possible in part by listeners like you and by
Country Chevrolet. Country Chevrolet, located at 880 South Main Street in Colville, is a full-service Chevrolet dealership, offering a wide range of new and pre-owned vehicles with at-home mobile test drive service available. In addition, Country Chevrolet also offers maintenance and service, vehicle rentals, and full auto detailing. More information is available at countrychevy.com or by calling 509-684-8400. KCHW would like to thank Country Chevrolet for supporting public radio in Stevens County.
Your KCHW Morning Show, made possible by a donation from God-Fearing Brothers Auto Center. God-Fearing Brothers specializes in auto services, including repair, maintenance, and detailing. They also stock a full selection of tires, make glass repairs, offer towing, and have an auto sales lot on the corner of Highway 395 and Main Street at the light. For more information, you can visit the Auto Service Center at 806 East Main in Chewelah. Find them online at godfearingbrothers.com or by phone at 509-935-6414. KCHW-FM thanks God-Fearing Brothers for supporting public radio in Stevens County.
And by Chewelah Flooring.
Chewelah Flooring at 214 East Clay in the 3rd Street Mall offers a wide variety of products including carpet, ceramic and porcelain tile, vinyl and laminate planks, and vinyl sheet flooring. Chewelah Flooring carries products for both commercial businesses and residential homes, including brands like National Flooring, Dell Tile, Mannington, and Mohawk. They also offer blind repair. For more information, you can visit online at CheWelahFlooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at CheWelahFlooring@gmail.com.
This is KCHW 102.7.
The Public News Service Daily Newscast, April the 25th, 2024. I'm Mike Clifford. Conservative Supreme Court justices appeared skeptical Wednesday that state abortion bans enacted after the overturning of Roe v. Wade violated federal health care law, though some also questioned the effects on emergency care for pregnant patients. That from the Associated Press. The AP reports the case marks the first time the Supreme Court has considered the implications of a state ban since overturning the nationwide right to abortion. It comes from Idaho, which is among 14 states that now ban abortion at all stages of pregnancy with very limited exceptions. And immigrant right groups are pushing back on a bill signed by the Iowa governor, Kim Reynolds, in the last few days of the legislative session.
Iowa Senate File 2340 gives local law enforcement officers and judges the authority to deport undocumented immigrants. Iowa Migrant Movement for Justice Executive Director Erica Johnson argues the bill is an overreach and says Iowa law enforcement officers are not authorized to enforce it.
This is a pretty clear intervention into federal territory. U.S. immigration law is governed by federal law.
Johnson contends the bill and other anti-immigrant sentiment during the just completed legislative session target the very people that Iowa, with its dwindling population, will depend on for its future workforce. Much like the author of the Texas bill, supporters in Iowa blame the Biden administration for failing to slow illegal immigration, so the state has decided to take matters into its own hands. I'm Mark Moran.
Johnson says their organization will pursue legal ways to block the bill from taking effect in July. And a round of public testimony wrapped up this week as part of renewed efforts by a company seeking permit approval in North Dakota for an underground pipeline carrying carbon emissions.
Last year, North Dakota's Public Service Commission denied a permit request from Summit Carbon Solutions, which wants to build a maze of pipelines in several Midwestern states. Emissions from ethanol plants would be captured for underground storage in North Dakota. Dakota Resource Council Executive Director Scott Skoko says they remain unconvinced this would be a worthwhile project.
I don't think Summit did anything to relax the concerns of the public.
Company officials have submitted a new application with a revised route as they try to ease concerns about safety and landowner rights. During comment period, Summit leaders and other speakers discussed how the project would provide economic boosts, including corn prices. However, skeptics restated their concerns about potential ruptures and lasting negative effects on the landscape. I'm Mike Moen.
The company has run into similar opposition and permitting headwinds in other states, including South Dakota. This is Public News Service. And a coalition of climate groups who are seeking cleaner air at the rail yard in ports of L.A. and Long Beach will hold a die-in rally tomorrow at Los Angeles City Hall.
9 climate, environmental, and community organizations are calling on Mayor Karen Bass to support new rules coming soon from the South Coast Air Quality Management District. Cristian Tapia Delgado is a climate campaigner with the nonprofit Pacific Environment.
These rules have been delayed for almost a decade now for the ports, so our communities can't keep waiting. People shouldn't be dying just because their homes are in vicinity to these polluting sources.
I'm Suzanne Potter.
The City of Long Beach's 2019 Community Health Assessment found communities near the port suffered increased rates of respiratory diseases and up to 8 years shorter life expectancy. And as construction progresses on Atlanta's Public Safety Training Center, a coalition of organizers, activists, and community members has emerged under the banner Stop Co-op City. We get more in this Yes Magazine, Georgia News Connection collaboration.
Among them are disability justice activists who see the project as a direct threat to their community. Dom Kelly with New Disabled South highlights the lack of representation for marginalized communities in the decision-making process regarding Cop City's construction. He says this is not only a democracy issue, but it will widen the gaps that already exist for disabled people encountering police.
We know that the state and federal prison population is 2/3 people with disabilities, and the argument that this will train police is not based in any fact or data, because we know that implicit bias trainings don't actually improve police interaction.
The ATL Public Safety Training Center's website claims to train officers, firefighters, and civilian responders with modern methods focused on harm reduction. However, Kelly believes this facility could contribute to police militarization and increased discrimination against people with disabilities. Shantia Hudson reporting.
Finally, from our Roz Brown, New Mexico members of elected officials to protect America are renewing their call for rules regulating how close fossil fuel companies can operate near schools and other public places after legislation failed to pass earlier this year.
Representative Tara Lujan says industrial oil and gas wells are operating just feet from homes, schools, and hospitals, increasing community health risks from well-known toxins.
Some here in New Mexico have been devastated because of types of energy incentives that have affected their land, their culture, their way of life, and have taken away their lives.
I'm Roz Brown.
This is Mike Clifford for Public News Service. We are member and listener supported. Here are some radio stations, big and small, your favorite podcast platform. Find our trust indicators at publicnewsservice.org.
KCHW 102.7 FM, the music education station, is pleased to announce its first fully produced syndicated radio program that's available to public radio stations worldwide. It's called Swinging with Dr. Jazz, and you can hear it locally at 6 p.m. every Sunday night, right here on Northern Lights Public Radio. Each episode features 6 swing-era bands from the 30s and 40s. Swinging with Dr. Jazz, Sundays at 6 on KCHW 102.7 and online at northernlightspublicradio.com.
Go ahead and run. Run home and cry to mama.
Welcome back to the KCHW Morning Show. I didn't know if you had more or not for me, Scott. You're testing
Just
me.
a short one. Just a short one.
So yeah, welcome back.
What'd you call me?
What, I called you Scott.
Oh, okay.
What'd you think I called you?
Just a short one.
Oh. So is my sound better? You came in, you adjusted the sound a little bit during halftime.
It is a little bit better. All right.
Okay, cool. Great. Good.
I don't know what's going on today. I hate computers. That's all I can say. I hate computers.
All of them.
All right.
All
of them.
Yep.
All right, let's start off this segment with some local birthdays, courtesy of Chuck Ritchie and the Lions Club calendar.
Yes. As Scott said, these come off the Chewila Valley Lions Club calendar. Today, for birthdays, we have, what is the date today? It's the 25th. We have, looks like Whit Baker and Madeline Bowlby with birthdays today.
Excellent.
Bowlby or Balby. I didn't,
Right.
There was one yesterday. I couldn't, there were two possible pronunciations of it. So there you go. There you go. Happy birthday, everybody.
All right, celebrity birthdays for today. Al Pacino turning 84.
Wow.
Talia Shire from the Rocky movies, 78. Hank Azaria from The Simpsons, 60. Gina Torres, Firefly, 911, Lone Star is 55. Renee Zellweger, 55. Jason Lee from My Name is Earl, 54. Daniel Sharman from Fear of the Walking Dead, 38. And Jonathan Bailey from Bridgerton, just a mere 36. A little bit of history from Chuck Ritchie.
All right, so in 1901, New York became the first U.S. state to require automobile license plates. They were inscribed with the owner's initials, and the fee was $1. Ooh, that'd be nice, right? 1928, the first guide dog was trained to help a blind owner. Buddy, a German Shepherd, became the companion of Morris Frank. Then in 1950, in the NBA draft, the Boston... Why do I always want to pronounce that Celtics? The Boston Celtics used their second-round pick to select Chuck Cooper. That fall, Cooper would become the first African-American to play in the NBA.
Excellent.
Yeah. Then in 1983, American schoolgirl Samantha Smith was invited to visit the Soviet Union by its leader Yuri Andropov after he read her letter in which she expressed fears about nuclear war.
Aww. Something like that could happen today and settle everything down, right?
Right. We just need a schoolgirl to go over there.
Or perhaps Donald Trump dressed as a schoolgirl.
Wow.
He can fix it.
That's just a Friday evening, Scott.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry.
Then in 1988, Sonny Bono was elected mayor of Palm Springs, California. Then in 1994, he was elected to Congress and then passed away in a skiing accident in 1997. All on the same day? Or is that just, I wonder, that those all couldn't have happened on the same date, could they? I don't know. Maybe. No. Okay, then in 1991, Britain's Broadcasting Standards Council proclaimed the cult TV soap opera Twin Peaks was in bad taste. I agree. And that an episode depicting a man beaten to death went beyond all acceptable limits.
Ooh.
I don't know about acceptable limits, but it was just a bad show. Yeah, there's that.
Well, they did that in Walking Dead and Enraged People too.
Oh yeah, the scene with Glenn. Yeah, that was horrible.
That was terrible. That I don't think that should have been on TV.
Yeah, that was a bit beyond. Yeah, that was a lot. Plus, it was a very it was a favorite character that they did that to as well, which just kind of made it the whole thing even worse. In 2003, Southwest Airlines fired 2 pilots for inappropriate conduct after they removed all or most of their clothes mid-flight in the cockpit of a Boeing 737. The pilots claimed they spilled coffee on their clothes, but the airline ruled the prank went too far. The Federal Aviation Administration said though rules forbid behavior that distracts crew members, there was no specific ban on flying naked.
Well, you don't see that every day.
Do you think there is now? I'm pretty sure that's a ban now. If not, it should be. Yeah. 2000. Yeah. Right. 2013. All former U.S. presidents, including George W. Bush and current President Barack Obama. At the time, current President Barack Obama were present for the dedication of the George W. Bush Presidential Center in Dallas, Texas. Okay.
Cool.
2019, Microsoft became the third U.S. company to be listed with a market worth of $1 trillion after Apple and Amazon. Okay.
Wow.
$1 trillion. Do
you think they would have been before those two?
Right. You would think they're a much older company than either one of those. Wow. Yeah. 2023, Harry Belafonte, the civil rights and entertainment giant who began as a groundbreaking actor and singer, became an activist, humanitarian, and conscious of the world, passed away. He was 96 years old. That was just last year.
Let's see. Special events. I want to skip the first one because people will hate me for saying it's 8 months until Christmas. Oops.
Wow.
It's DNA Day. Check yours.
Yeah. Yeah, you get results back in an hour.
And we covered that in the first part. So have you ever did one of those DNA tests to see where you might be from, or if you're a killer or something like that?
You know, I haven't myself. Both my parents have, and I kind of figured, what's the point? You know?
Hairstylist Appreciation Day. No need to involve yourself.
Right? No. This is. I'll stay out of this one. I'll leave it to the folks with hair.
Okay. Crayola Day, honoring the crayon.
Aw.
Mani Pedi Day.
Good day.
Plumber's
for that.
Day. We covered that in the first part too.
We did, or at least a certain part of the profession.
It was one of my favorite Saturday Night Live commercials. It was for plumbers. It was aimed at them, and it was called Crack Spackle.
Crack Spackle.
And then it had guys putting the putty on before their trousers fell down when they went under the counter.
That's awesome.
Okay.
We just call it Crackle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love Your Thighs Day.
Yeah.
Okay. Take Your Daughters and Sons to Work Day, Zucchini Bread Day, World Malaria Day, and World Penguin Day. Or as I like to say, let's do this with a little echo, Day of the Penguin.
The vicious penguins.
Yes.
I saw a question. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say maybe Kat could do a movie on that.
Oh, yeah, like a horror penguin movie.
Yeah, she's listening too. I saw her on Facebook. So yeah, penguins.
I saw an interesting question proposed, Scott, and I think, it was, would you rather have a fight with a bear or 500 chickens?
This is going to be something bad if I choose chickens, right?
No, it's just a question. A bear or 500 chickens?
Have
you ever had chickens?
I'm gonna go with chickens.
You'd rather fight the chickens?
Yes.
I honestly think I'd rather fight the bear because at least you can hope for a quick death. Chickens will 500 chickens, you're not going to be able to fight them all off, and it'll be a slow, painful, messy ordeal.
Yeah, but if chickens were after me, I could climb a tree.
Oh, maybe that's true.
If a bear was after me, I can't climb the tree. So
you were trapped in a cage match with 500 chickens or a bear. I don't know. Anyone who's ever owned chickens knows they can be vicious little suckers. Mean little.
What? Yeah, I've been chased by one before. I ran.
Oh yeah.
I ran like a chicken.
And bears are easier to scare. You could feasibly scare off the bear, but chickens, you're not going to scare a chicken.
No.
There's no scaring a chicken.
No, they're little miniature dinosaurs.
They are. They are. So speaking of 500, Scott, do you know what our number of the day is?
I bet it's not 500.
It is not. It's much more than that. It's 6,737. Those are the number of guns found at the U.S. airport security checkpoints in 2023. And almost all of them were loaded.
That's crazy. How do you go to the airport? Oh, I forgot I had a loaded gun on me.
Right. 6,737 in 2023 alone in the United States.
All right.
Don't people know by now? I mean, people should know you can't even travel with a bottle of water. What makes you think you're going to sneak your gun onto a plane?
And that excuse, I forgot it was in there or I didn't realize, that's... How dumb are you? I mean, really.
Right.
It's either an obvious lie or you are the dumbest person on the planet.
Yeah. I've had keychains they wouldn't let me through with before 9/11.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap up the show today, and we're going to do it with what we like to call Odd News.
Slap some bacon on a biscuit and let's go. We're burning daylight.
It's the world of strange. A world gone wacky.
Out here, due process is a bullet.
And some of the scariest people on the planet.
I think you're bluffing. Be afraid. You know, you look mighty pretty when you get mad.
It's your Odd News on KCHW.
Just sit back and enjoy the show.
All right, here we go. We call it Odd News. It's the craziest of the crazies, and we start off with the news attack. First part true, second part bad joke, and here comes Chuck.
Yeah, so quick warning for everyone. Mother's Day is 2 weeks from Sunday. Isn't that crazy? It's on May 12th. Don't know what to get your mom? A day off, a nice dinner out, and flowers always rank high. Fishing rods, golf balls, and grass seeds always rank low.
Who gets their mom grass seed?
You know, it wouldn't be that bad of a present if it's something you need anyway. I'm a fan of practical gifts, Scott.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. Woman in Spain thinks she saw an image of Jesus in her pancake. Can't be. Bible says Jesus prefers waffles.
Well-known fact. So in case you didn't know, Scott, naked hiking was banned in the Swiss Alps. Did you hear about this? It's a shame.
No.
Naked yodeling, on the other hand, still common practice.
Yoo-hoo!
Yoo-hoo! It's cold. Yeah.
CEO of Spotify seems surprised by the negative effect the company has had after it fired 1,500 employees. We should be grateful this guy isn't in charge of the rocket science division at NASA.
Wow. Republican National Committee co-chair Laura Trump said in an interview there are 81 states. How did we miss the grand opening of the new 31 states, Scott?
Wow.
81. Why? That's such a random number.
All right.
Okay.
Not surprisingly, though, this is the new part of Florida's education curriculum.
Sounds about right. Scientists estimate there are at least 50 billion planets in the Milky Way, 50 billion planets in our galaxy, and I had to be born on the one with Tucker Carlson in it.
Wow. Such an embarrassment
for
humanity.
I feel that daily. I really, really
He
do.
is the second biggest embarrassment.
Right?
Study found the most educated state is Massachusetts. It's the only place in America where people actually brag about the size of their student loans. Woo! That one made me have a hot flash.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah? I could buy a house
Funny.
and 3 yachts with my student loan.
Yeah. On to Wacky But True. We don't add anything to these but drop-ins from movies and television shows. And here's Chuck.
There we go. A Florida man was shocked to find his custom car stolen from his home in Winter Haven, along with some of his late mother's ashes. However, he was relieved when the thief returned the ashes. Larry Carter Jr. reported his 2023 limited edition Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat Red Eye jailbreak. That's a mouthful. Anyway, that was missing this week after suspecting someone rolled it out of his neighborhood. Carter shared that the vehicle had sentimental value as he got it after his mother passed away in 2019, with a sign on the back windshield in her memory. Despite the theft, the thief left the stolen ashes hanging out of the car owner's mailbox the following morning. While Carter hopes to recover his cherished Dodge Challenger, he expressed gratitude for the return of his mother's ashes.
Oh.
Aw.
Well, criminal with a heart.
Yeah.
Apple pie. Green apple sliced thin. Lard, flour, salt, water to bind, sugar, cinnamon, dab of butter, 3 slashes on the crust, 1 for steam, and 2 because your mama did it that way. Yeah.
So sad.
Why does the story about your mom's ashes make me want pie now, Scott?
I did that. All right. Cyber attack targeting Leicester City Council in England has led to some streetlights being stuck on all day. The attack crippled the city services 7 weeks ago and led to confidential documents being published online by the hackers, including rent statements and applications for home purchases. The ransomware group has also hacked the city streetlights so they remain on during the day, and apparently they can't figure out how to turn them off.
Huh. That's an interesting one. Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome, one and all, to the City of Lights and to one of the most unusual events in years.
We'll all shake out. Meanwhile, I am putting up more twinkle lights.
That's a fine idea.
Yo! I got an idea, okay? I'll open the fridge. You hit the lights. Bats are attracted to light. You fly in the fridge, I close the door, end of story.
Hey, you see them lights? You see that sign? Well, let's be turning them off.
Take the talisman back to the Chamber of Lights.
Aren't there any lights in this place?
Oh, come on! Enough of the lights, Rapunzel!
So residents of Newberry County in South Carolina are so concerned by the deafening sounds of cicadas, the sheriff's office had to clarify on its Facebook page where the sounds were coming from. Apparently unaware of the ongoing news that billions of cicadas would emerge this year, many Newberry County residents think they're hearing sirens and roars. Rawr.
Not like it hasn't been all over the news.
Right, right.
Just saying.
What do you guys like on your pizza?
Oh, just the regular stuff. Flies, stink bugs.
I had bugs for lunch.
You kill anything that has more than 2 legs, you get me?
Okay.
You know, I got to say, when we moved from Alaska to Tennessee, for the first time in my life, you've seen the cicada shells that they leave stuck on after they molt. They look like small alien bodies. I almost called them Men in Black when I first saw those hanging onto the side of our house. Terrified me. I had to call my wife out. Like I was actually scared. I had to call her out and say, "What in the world have we gotten ourselves into by living here?" And she took one look and started laughing. Told me exactly what they were.
Calm down.
Yeah. Very, very, very terrifying stuff.
All right. On to the UK. A couple who noticed clothes and jewelry missing discovered the culprit was their nanny.
Oh, man.
A couple spotted photos of the nanny wearing the wife's clothing and jewelry on Facebook.
Aww.
Aww.
Nanny ne'er-do-well.
Careful, man. Search every cook and nanny, hook and granny, crooked search everywhere.
This is our new nanny. Dementia.
This is Miss Jelinski, our new nanny.
Are you really a nanny?
Something's strange, something's funny. Nanny's got a pot to get the family money. Something's strange, something's funny. Nanny's got a pot to get the family money. Something's strange, something's funny. Nanny's got a pot to get the family money.
Woo! Ooh, that's got a hook to it, doesn't it?
I did. I made that myself today.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, kind of gets you moving a little bit there. I like it.
Yeah.
So
and it's about nanny.
A parrot was taken into custody in Brazil following police raid targeting drug dealers. Police said the bird had been taught to alert criminals to police operations by shouting, "Mom, the police! Mom, the police!"
It's a pretty good parrot. Let's see.
Good evening. Here is the news for parrots.
I'll take you up to police.
Hello?
The fact that Pudgy the parrot has a cigarette shoved into his mouth is morally irresponsible.
I can't take it anymore! If I gotta choke down on one more of those moldy, disgusting crackers!
You know, one of my favorite memes is that parrot from Aladdin saying, "I'm about to die and not surprised." Yeah. Anytime anything not surprising happens. Yeah.
So the hello in that, the actual parrot hello, I was going, hello. That was actually my parrot.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
No, I like that.
What's funny is when I set up the microphone on the stand and put it in front of him, he wouldn't talk.
Of course. He's like, nope.
Nope, not doing it.
Well, were you paying him regular union wages? Or
Yeah, he gets the royalties.
Okay. Well, as long as you're paying him, right?
Yeah.
Huh. That's awesome. In the UK, a woman walked into a bank, flashed a knife, and demanded cash. Unfortunately, before she got her money, her phone rang. She answered it, got involved in the conversation, and turned and walked out of the bank empty-handed.
Huh. Important call.
That's something I would do. Oh, that's right. I was robbing the bank.
Hold on a minute.
Listen, I have to be back by 11:30. I'm expecting a very important call.
Rose, this is Lillian Thurman. It is extremely important that you call me as soon as you get this message. Thank you.
Yeah, see why she left? Extremely.
Must have been a good phone call.
Yeah. Mexico, man got drunk, fell asleep on the railroad tracks, and had a train drive over him without hurting him or him waking up. The undercarriage of the train passed within a few inches of his body but didn't touch him. Guy finally woke up, and he told paramedics he only had 6 beers.
Wow. What were they, 40s?
One thing about trains. It doesn't matter where they're going. What matters is deciding to get on.
Oh, my, we're late to catch our train.
Come on now, hurry up, you'll be late. Train's leaving, go on. Come on, hurry up.
Are you coming? See, how it works is, the train moves, not the station.
He knows because he once saw a guy come to a railroad track on a bet.
Oh. He stuck his tongue to a railroad track on a bet.
How do you do that? How do you sleep through an entire train? I'm not even mad.
I'm impressed.
That's amazing.
All right, that is our show for today. Chuck, what could be the most important thing someone could do today?
You know, the most important thing someone could do today is to go to kchw.org and go to CheweelasGotTalent.com or go to our Facebook page and get one of those applications for Cheweelas Got Talent to audition this weekend, or make plans in your schedule to come down here to the radio station between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. On Saturday to audition.
Yeah.
Or go buy a ticket for the show on the 11th.
Oh, so
yeah.
You can sign up or get tickets.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I was just going to say that everybody has a talent of some kind, and it could be worth big cash. That's all we're saying.
That's right. That's right. And we have right now, as of now, we have about $1,300 to give away in prize money. So it's not, we're not talking about an insignificant amount of money here.
All right.
So there you go.
Still chance for sponsors too. Promos will start here after Saturday, promoting the show, and you can be in it. And that money you donate will go right back to artists in the community for the talent show. So get on board, be a sponsor, and give Chuck a call, 509-935-6627. Other than that, Chuck, what's on the radio tonight?
Tonight we have Out of the Woods from 6 to 8 p.m., 8 to 9 p.m. Our Celts are all going to be in a twist with Celt in a Twist. 9 to 11 is Acoustic Cafe. There you go.
All right. And those aren't Celts, they're Celts. Like the Celtics? Yeah. Pronounce that correctly next time.
Celt in a Twist. Yeah, that felt awful.
Run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man.
Yeah, keep on listening to KCHW 102.7 and have a great day.
Goodbye, everybody.